Senate Republicans introduce a bill on police reform to address national unrest stemming from the killing of George Floyd.
This issue continues, and that's why it's so important for us to say that we hear you. We're listening to your concerns.
The legislation, spearheaded by South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, was introduced Wednesday morning and focuses on three major areas. First, it would start by holding officers accountable for their actions by creating a database for violent offenses by law enforcement. The law would also require departments to report all encounters which resulted in injury or death of a person in custody to the FBI.
That data collection or the information is around making sure that when serious bodily injury occurs or death, that all that information is reported to the FBI. Today, only 40% of the departments report that information to the FBI.
That database would also help special commissions study the relationship between police and black males to improve the agency's practices. Additionally, it would change department protocols. Officers would no longer be allowed to use chokeholds on suspects, and the government will reduce funding for departments who continue to allow the maneuver. Finally, the bill looks to increase grants for agencies to equip every officer with a body camera. The additional funding would also make more resources like de-escalation training available in hopes of making encounters with officers safer.
Once we have the information, we can then turn to the training that is necessary to de-escalate situations, the duty to intervene, not standing there watching an officer with his knee on the neck, but intervening in those situations. We can train our officers better.
Democrat lawmakers unveiled a more stern version of the bill last week, but Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell vowed to kill it upon arrival to the Senate and instead urged Democrats to support the GOP drafted measure, which he says proves the country can support both black Americans and law enforcement.
Our Democratic friends, if they want to make a law and not just try to make a point, I hope they'll join us in getting on the bill and trying to move forward in the way the Senate does move forward when it's trying to actually get an outcome.
Meanwhile, a vote on Scott's proposal is set to take place sometime next week. Allysia, Britton, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.